Before we get into this video, I'd advise for you to grab a shovel because we're about to get into some deep shit. Hi guys, it's Kahlen Barry. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you know who I am, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about 5 more conspiracy theories that terrified me. If you haven't watched my first 5 conspiracy theories that terrified me video, I will link that in the description as well as the pinned comment. Definitely go watch that and come back to this. I'm not going to lie though. The 5 conspiracy theories that I'm going to be talking about today are quite juicy. Definitely make sure to go turn your night light on if it's night and you're watching this. Definitely make sure to go grab some popcorn, grab a snack, get real comfortable because we are really about to delve into some shit, just like my intro said. Also make sure to subscribe if you have not already and tap that bell to be notified every single time that I upload a new video. I upload now on Tuesdays and Thursdays for the month of December. This is late, I already know, so nobody come drag me in the comments because I know. Would I be Kahlen Barry if I didn't flop every once in a while? They're like, we're ready for the Tuesday videos, and my ass is like, yeah, I'll see you bitch on Wednesday. But getting into the video, the first conspiracy theory that I'm going to be talking about today is the Mandela effect. If you've been watching my channel from the beginning, you definitely know about the Mandela effect. If you were around anywhere on the internet in 2016 or 2017, you definitely know about the Mandela effect. But if you're watching this and you have no idea what the Mandela effect is, I'm still going to tell you. So basically, the Mandela effect is when everyone collectively remembers something being one way, but then all of a sudden it changes. So a good example of this is mirror, mirror on the wall. Everyone remembers it being mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all, right? But the T is, it's not that. It's actually magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all?
Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest one of all?
I know, girl. I'm shook too. It's honestly baffling. It makes me very upset. It makes me question a lot of things in the world. And that's why it terrifies me, not because it's just a little bit shake-worthy. It terrifies me because you have to question, why is that a thing? And what is the explanation? You could definitely say that we're all just idiots that collectively remember something being one way when it never was, or, which I choose to believe, that they actually did change. So there's actually a lot of theories to explain the Mandela effect. One of the really popular ones being that we live in a parallel universe, which I definitely believe, and I've talked about that before. And so things change in one of the dimensions, basically. And then it sparks a change in our reality, but we still all remember what it was before that change happened. Another one has to do with the theory of time travel and somebody coming over here fucking with shit, deciding to change some shit and leaving us looking bamboozled. Now that one I kind of don't believe in at all, because really, like, what kind of evil bitch do you have to be to come fuck with the past to just make everybody like freak out? Like, really? Honestly though, that'd probably be me if I had a time machine. But what do you guys think about the Mandela effect? I know it's not like the most scary conspiracy theory out of all of them, but it's still freaky to me. But I love it at the same time. I'm fucked up. So now on to the next conspiracy theory that terrifies me, and that is the Illuminati. I don't think the Illuminati exists in the way that people think it does. I don't think that like it's this pyramid all-seeing eye bullshit. I don't think that there's fucking reptiles that transform. Like, I definitely do not believe in that shapeshifter bullshit theory. I'm so sorry. I don't think Hillary Clinton is a lizard. However, something that I definitely do believe is that money and power controls the fucking world. And if you think about the Illuminati, there are people who are elite, that are on top, that are controlling and running things, and I think that is true. And some of this isn't even a conspiracy theory, it's just a fact. Look at politicians. This is why I don't trust politics as much as like I watch and I try to stay informed. And yes, I'm gonna vote for somebody who I think is the best candidate. At the same time, you know, you might fight me for this, I genuinely think that all politicians are corrupt in just different ways. And honestly, I don't think it's at their own doing or at their own fault. I think there are people who genuinely go into politics for the right reasons, that want to change the country, but they don't get there because the people who are rich and wealthy and in power are basically persuading their decisions. Because how do you run for president of the United States without money? You have to have money under your belt, sis, and most people just, quite frankly, don't have that. So when you have the NRA funding your fucking campaign, when you have the pharmaceutical companies funding your campaign, of course you're gonna want to keep things that the rest of the country's like, please get rid of. Like, some people want to get rid of guns or have more gun control, or especially the way that the pharmaceutical company is, that needs to fucking change. Health insurance, like all that needs to change. But when you have the pharmaceutical companies putting fucking money in your campaign, they're basically saying, hey, we'll give you money to run for the president, but we're just letting you know that when you get there, we did you a favor, and now you need to do us a favor. We scratched your back, now you need to scratch ours. That's what I think is going on as far as the Illuminati. I think there are people who are wealthy that are basically persuading the way that things run because of their money, because money talks. You can try to act like it doesn't all day long. You could say, I would never do certain things for money, but until you're presented with the amount of money that people get presented with, you really don't even know how you would act in that type of situation, because unfortunately, money is very life-changing and money isn't everything, and I don't think you should live by that. I think, success isn't just about, money. It comes in different ways. However, money can be the difference between you living a comfortable and happy life or an unstable and struggling life. You just can't deny that. And so I think when you mix money and power together, that is when you have a very, very bad situation happening. And that's why I think the rich make such good friends with the powerful people, like politicians, for example, because the rich people are almost using politicians as their puppets. And that goes into the fucking Illuminati puppet message. The rich people aren't gonna come and try to run stuff because people aren't just gonna allow it. People aren't gonna vote for them. People aren't gonna listen to that. But what they will listen to is somebody claiming to be for the poor, somebody claiming to be for the communities, and then those people voting those trustworthy people into office just for those trustworthy people to actually be persuaded and actually manipulated by the rich who got them to that position. Also, just look at the way that our justice system is. Like, it's so corrupt. There are so many people who are in prison serving time, life sentences for things that are so ridiculous, like non-violent drug offenses. There are still people in prison for life for weed. And throughout the country, it's getting legalized and people are over here smoking it left and right wherever they want. But there are still people serving life sentences for weed. So that's just an example of how the justice system is fucked. But I feel like if Bill Gates killed somebody, I think he would get away with it, 110%. I think if Bill Gates killed many people, I feel like he would get away with it, as long as those people aren't on the level he is. If he killed Jeff Bezos, he probably wouldn't get away with it. But if he kills just a normal bitch like me and you, he wouldn't be held accountable. Is that not scary to think about? Because there would always be people who would save him and protect him. And that's going back into like what I think the Illuminati can be, is the elite people staying elite because everybody else does their dirty work. I don't think any judge would hold Bill Gates accountable. Bill Gates could just bribe a judge easily and be like, here goes $100 million. It's nothing to me, but it's everything to you. The next day the judge retires, you don't hear from them. They go home, they on vacation, bitch. They went to another country. That's so fucked up, but like that's genuinely how I view like people at the top and the top 1%. Like, why do you think they've been able to sit there for so long? It's because people who are below them are still doing their dirty work. And that's not even a conspiracy theory, that's just a fucking fact. But that brings me into my third conspiracy theory that terrifies me, and this ties into the Illuminati a little bit, but it also is kind of its own separate thing. And that is the 27 Club. So if you don't know what the 27 Club is, it's basically celebrities who die at the age of 27, usually from addiction or from violence. Some examples of celebrities who are deemed to be a part of the 27 Club are Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, and Jim Morrison. And also another person who's deemed to be a part of the 27 Club was Mac Miller, who unfortunately passed from drug overdose, and he was actually 26. And he's actually talked about his fear of joining the 27 Club in some of his lyrics. Now, a lot of people will probably just say that this is a big coincidence, that people are just dying around this age. Some people also believe that the 27 Club is actually people being taken by Satan, and that one really freaks me out, like that whole theory. Correct me if I'm wrong, but something along the lines of people who met Satan on like train tracks and sold their soul to the devil, and the devil made them famous, and the devil's taking their souls back. Actually, the theory began with Jimi Hendrix, who people believe met the devil at the crossroads. In exchange for his talent of his guitar, the devil told him that he would take his soul and that he would die at the age of 27. And from there, the theory has lived on, and many people believe that these celebrities that are part of the 27 Club gave their soul to the devil in exchange for their life being taken at 27. Now, sis, I don't believe in that, but at the same time, that's really still disturbing and freaky. That's why it scares me, because it's just like, damn, like that's some dark heavy shit. Honestly, the 27 Club in general is just really heavy. So the next conspiracy theory that also I think ties onto the last one, I think these are kind of all tying into each other, is celebrities faking their deaths. The reason why this scares me is because for you to be famous, to have money, to have success, to have all the things that a lot of people look for in life, just the idea of a celebrity just wanting to get away from it so bad that they're willing to literally kill themselves figuratively and to the rest of the world just to escape it, like that's scary. You wouldn't be able to leave. You wouldn't be able to go anywhere because everybody knows who you are, like worldwide. Like you would have to go on a fucking island and live in seclusion forever. And my thing is whatever's happening in the industry that dark and that fucked up, that you would be willing to do that just for your sanity, just for your peace of mind. Also, can you imagine trying to come back? People would look at you like you're Jesus, like you just came back to life? You just resurrected? Also, somebody came out with a Juice WRLD theory thinking that he faked his death because he was on a plane or something with weed or something and he was gonna go to prison because of the amount that he had, so he decided to fake his death to avoid that. Now, I think that's a little bit insensitive, especially because of how recent, Juice WRLD's passing is. I think we should just, respect him. But people are coming up with theories already for him. Like, people are always coming up with theories. People think that Extenentian, I think is the name, is still alive too. Some people have made whole videos dedicated to why they believe he's not dead. But honestly, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your opinion. So now on to the last conspiracy theory. This is more of an unsolved mystery, but there are conspiracy theories surrounding it, and that's the reason why I'm including it, and that is the case of John Bennett Ramsey. This is like one of the most publicized unsolved mystery cases like ever. So many people are invested in it. So many people have their own theories as to what happened. And the reason why it disturbs me the most is, first of all, because she was a young girl and what happened to her was extremely tragic, but also how much the family is involved in this. Unsolved mysteries are always really tough for me because I think people forget to remember that these are real people and these people have real lives. Like, what happened was very tragic to the point where it makes all this news because it's a very interesting case to some people, but at the same time it is a very serious thing. And what I think about is her brother, who a lot of people till this day still believe did it. A lot of people think that he's a killer, he's a murderer. I think it's like one of those things that as an empath, for me, it's very hard for me to honestly even watch stuff like that. Like, a lot of people have asked me to make unsolved mystery videos. It's kind of why I kind of stay away from it, because it's a very sensitive topic, because like I said, these are real people's lives. This is not a reality show. And so I don't know, I'm not trying to bum anybody out or anything like that, but that's just the reason why that whole unsolved mystery / conspiracy theories about it are just very dark and scary for me. But yeah, that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to slap that like button, also subscribe and tap the bell to be notified every single time that I upload a new video. If you want to see more conspiracy theories from me in the future, definitely make sure to let me know in the comments below, because if you're into this, I'll continue doing them. Also, let me know what conspiracy theory scared you the most out of the ones that I just listed. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you super soon with a new video. Bye.